It's very simple to actually figure out what's gone wrong with England. It comes down to two things: selection, coaching. Coaching, Eddie Jones doesn't have an attack coach. So that's where the issues with the breakdown, the attack breaking down, and it all going wrong happens. He hasn't delegated the attack coach, because he's doing it. The selection side of it is a little bit more interesting, because that leads to the discipline issues and the poor form. So I don't know how the England selectors work. I don't know how much say the coach actually has on the selection for his squad, but teams like Newcastle have no players in the England setup, yet they're fourth in the Premier League. Whereas teams like Harlequins have three key players: Joe Marler, Chris Robshaw, Mike Brown. Odd. Yeah, this is where we're going to get to. Now, Billy Twelvetrees is a very, very good centre. He's not the world-class centre, but he's a very solid performer. He's very good defensively. He will tackle all day long. He will put big hits in. We needed that in that 13 channel. In fact, we probably needed it at 12 as well, because he can play 12, 13, he can play the centre role. He's not getting selected because Gloucester aren't performing in the Premier League anymore. Fine, that's fine. And if he's not getting selected, why is Toby Flood not getting selected when he is performing? Because we're playing with both fly halves on the pitch at the same time in George Ford and Owen Farrell. I wonder if they both get injured in the same game. Who plays fly half? Insanity. Toby Flood is proving at Newcastle it's a very good fly half. Exeter have a lot of good players as well who are not getting selected. They're top of the table and they are, well, the best team in the land. So selection policy has really been questioned. And then you've got to look at the banning of players who play abroad playing for England. If you play outside of England, you cannot play for the national side. We have issues at centre. Dylan Armitage can play at centre, fullback and wing. He's playing in France. Fullback, Mike Brown is, I think, outused his usefulness. Abandoned him. Not playing abroad, can't be selected. We're having issues in the back row, as I said. Courtney Laws, firstly, he's playing for a team in Northampton Saints that isn't performing. Secondly, he's got a poor discipline record. And thirdly, they're playing him out of position on the flank. Stefan Armitage? Anyone? Not playing in France, can't be selected. Johnny May, scored some good tries in the Six Nations, but he keeps running the ball straight into contact. Chris Ashton, he's playing in France, can't be selected. See what I'm getting at here? Rob Andrew and the RFU came up with the archaic selection policy, much like many other of the world's rugby nations, where if you're tier 1, you have to play in your country of origin. Cannot play outside, unless it's Scotland or Italy, where they have slightly different selection policies. France, Ireland, Wales and England, Australia, New Zealand and South Africa, with exceptions, and Australia and Argentina, with exceptions, because a lot of Argentinians play in France and England. You have to be domestically based, or you have to have hit so many caps before you can actually play abroad, or exceptional circumstances. Basically, it's a Victorian Edwardian protectionism style selection policy. The players I have highlighted are world-class players, and England could have used them. Also, the selection of Dylan Hartley as captain and Owen Farrell as vice captain are the two worst choices for positions of respect and authority, because they have the worst disciplinary records on and off the field. Owen Farrell gives away so many penalties for silly things off the ball. Dylan Hartley does the same. Dylan Hartley's got a very long rap sheet. Courtney Laws has got a long rap sheet, and he's in the side. Joe Marler missed half the Six Nations because he was banned. Mike Brown gives away lots of penalties off the ball as well. These are coach killers. Now, I don't mind players with that little bit of edge about them, a bit of spite and a bit of, argy-bargy, but there's a line, and occasionally it'll be crossed, but when it happens more often than not, it's a killer. So Eddie Jones has got problems with the fact he doesn't have an attacks coach and his selection policy. And some of his selections, which I don't think they deserve to be in the side. And some of the players have poor discipline records. That's where England went wrong. It's a long-standing thing. The fact that Eddie Jones is still a damn good coach, and he managed to get these players to where they were last year, losing one game to suddenly falling apart. They're not a bad team, but the issues are there that need to be repaired now. Get a new captain, someone who can actually A, behave themselves off the field and on it. Dylan Hartley is not your man. Not your man. Because here's the reason. The captain's got to have a good rapport with the referees and have a good respect, and vice versa. And Dylan Hartley doesn't have that because he's verbally abused referees and called them fucking cheats before and been banned for it. Enough said. There's one issue there, straight up. Referees are going to go, this guy has got a problem with respect of authority. They're going to note that. And it will filter down through the team when your leadership group and your experienced players have such poor discipline on and off the field. It does filter down to the younger players coming in, and it filters through the squad, and it's a rot at the core, which has been there since Martin Johnson was in charge, if not earlier. You look at what happened at the 2011 World Cup onwards. 2011, no control, no team discipline. 2015, let's treat them like school kids. So the last two coaches were crap. So Eddie Jones has inherited that crap as well and all the baggage with it. But too many of these players have been running the side a bit too long and have not performed at key times. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. That's what went wrong with the England Six Nations. It was long-standing things. This didn't happen overnight. This was brewing for quite some time. And it's come to a head now, and the press are going mad. No, the issues were always there. But, of course, the press and the experts, who aren't really experts, they're normally ex-teammates of these guys, and they're trying to big them up. Yeah. The issues were there. No one wanted to look at them. Really. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, place your comments below, and I'll have small videos for you soon.